This is one of those, oh my God, really stories. I called Craig Police Department when I first moved in about 3 years ago. I told the guy, I said, wait, I think somebody broke into my trailer and cut me. Well, there were marks to get in, so they were in. And the guy comes over and goes, yeah, I want to ask you a few questions. I said, I figured you would. I grab another drink. I drank the rest of that one. I forgot I finished it. So I called the guy up and said, I think he cut my butt. So my butt's bleeding. I made a joke out of it. I said, how many times you gotten this phone call? I had. So they bring me down to the station. I go down there because I want to know what happened, if somebody was in, everything else. And then my parents haven't been truthful to me from the beginning. They never told me that I was part female. They let me figure it out for myself. They never told me a lot of things that happened when I was a kid. And it was just one of those things that I guess I was just supposed to figure it out along the way. Well, anyway, I call this guy up, complaining about bleeding, and he comes up first time. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, month, day, year, blah, 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 who's the president, and all this other stuff. I said, of course, I passed. I said, yeah, I don't blame you. I'm a cop too, and I would have done the same thing you did. It's not every day somebody calls the police station and, hey, my butt's bleeding. Well, I called the guy back. So, well, guess what? I guess I shouldn't have been called Steven. I should have been called Stevie. Why? I've been bleeding again. Are you having a period? And he said, yep, I'm having a period. He goes, I thought you might have been a girl. I think my parents would have told me that I might have run into this stage in my life. That was 4 years ago. They called the officer up again and said, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant. Congratulations. We just had a good laugh about the whole thing. Oh man, you should have seen the first time they came up there. One guy's asking me a question, the other guy has his hand on his gun. Dude, you don't even have to put your hand in the gun. I'm not gonna do anything. There's nothing else. I sent him away in a laughing frenzy. That's about as good as going up to the company go and saying, hey, toilets are out of order, so keep your shit to yourself. Complete stranger. So this is one of those, oh my god, really stories? How do I keep this one to myself? I was thinking about this today and I think, oh yeah, that's really funny. So I asked the bank for help on the trust. We haven't signed a contract or anything yet, so I don't know if they're going to give it to me, if they're going to say, yeah, it's here or here, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. I just did it so I don't have to deal with it. Then they started asking my IRA accounts. So I have paperwork on those. So I'll give them paperwork for the IRA accounts when I find it. I don't think I would have thrown something like that out. That doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't have. I don't know who's been in a trailer, who hasn't. I know they have from time to time. Randy doesn't want to believe me about that, but face it, there's quite a few good bits of evidence that's come around sometimes when it's like, well, what happened to this? What happened to that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, enough of the funny story. Yeah, that really did happen. That's how I met the police. My butt's bleeding. Yeah, somebody wanted to cut me to just make sure that I'd bleed. Well, yeah, they would do something like that too. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, it's been a rough road. Everything I said's true. Now they're starting to come out with evidence about the Diana Pruitt thing and that other stuff. I'm thinking I'm going to give Donald the $40 and go to the thing next time he offers it to me. I put the money on the card just for that. Although I'm not feeling good and I probably shouldn't be flying. I don't think a trip is really necessary because I think I can pull everything myself now. I have the bank helping me on it, so it is what it is. I don't know, just depressed. I'm better than I have been the last couple of days. But today hasn't been too bad. At least I put the ball in somebody else's hand. And I think tomorrow I'm going to go down there with the accounts and hopefully I can find my IRA account. I think I'll give them that next. Go ahead and play with that one. I think when they do the investigation and everything else, they're going to have, you know, officers and everything else looking at this stuff too. It's not just going to be the bank. It's going to be the bank's organization, which is probably better than just me because I really, honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to banking and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't even get in my account. I should be able to now, but God, it's been a mess getting in. But if not, I'll go down there tomorrow and give them some more paperwork and we'll let them play with some more few things. Anyway, that's the only funny story about how I met the police in Craig. Peace out. Later.